I never thought the sight of an ambulance could bring both relief and pure chaos. It was just after midnight when the red lights hit our windows like a warning flare. My mom, who's been battling heart issues for years, had started gasping for air, so I did what any son would do. I called 911 fast. The EMTs showed up like clockwork, two guys, late 30s maybe, calm, focused, and damn fast. They were halfway through checking her vitals when I heard more sirens. Not from them, no. This was different. I peeked out the window and saw two squad cars pulling up like they were about to raid the place. Before I could blink, there was a knock, two officers at my door, hands twitching near their belts. "We got a call about suspicious individuals entering this home." I almost laughed. Suspicious. They're medics. You know, life-saving types. Then, I saw her standing across the street in a pristine robe, arms folded like a smug school principal. Karen. Real name's Beverly Lasker, but everyone just called her the HOA Queen. She'd made our lives hell ever since Mom moved in. First it was the ramp I built, unapproved modification, she said. Then she fined me for blocking the street during an ambulance call. But this was a whole new level. The cops were holding up the EMTs, making them show IDs, double-check patches on their uniforms while my mom's chest rose and fell like she was running out of time. One of them, Luis, snapped. "We are emergency medical technicians. Every minute you stall could cost her everything." Karen, standing proud as ever, goes, "Well, they didn't look like proper EMTs. Yeah, one's Hispanic, the other's black. You see where this is going?" 4 precious minutes passed. 4 minutes we didn't have. When they finally let the medics through, it was almost too late. At the hospital, one of them found me in the waiting room and said, "She's stable for now." But that delay, if things were just a little worse, we'd be having a different conversation. My blood ran cold. I got home the next day, barely holding it together. And guess what? Beverly was hosting an emergency HOA meeting right on her lawn, acting like she was running a press conference. "Maybe next time you can give us a heads up," she said. Like my mom's life was an inconvenience. I snapped. Loud. In front of everyone. Told her actions almost killed my mother. She didn't flinch. Said she was maintaining neighborhood standards. But here's the twist. My neighbor, Ramon, quiet guy. Minding his business, he'd installed a new doorbell cam with crystal clear audio. He caught everything. Karen's voice. Her comments about how those men didn't belong. And he wasn't the only one. Turns out she'd harassed a delivery driver. Filed noise complaints on the Patel family's housewarming. Even reported our gardener as a loitering threat. The next HOA meeting was standing room only. Emotions were boiling. Midway through, 2 officers entered, walked straight up to Karen, and said, "Ma'am, we need to speak with you outside through the windows." We watched her go from smug to stunned to handcuffed. She was charged falsely, reporting an emergency, interfering with medical personnel. Even racial profiling made it into the community's formal complaint. Her mugshot hit the local news like wildfire. Judge sentenced her to 6 months probation, $5,000 in fines, and get this 200 hours of community service, with the same emergency services team she called the cops on. I swear, the look on her face was cinematic. But here's the thing. What if there hadn't been a camera? What if it had cost my mother her life? What if no one else had spoken up in neighborhoods like ours? Power games wrapped in standards can hide some ugly truths. So what do you think? Was this justice? Or just a slap on the wrist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about who we trust, and what happens when the wrong people hold power. And hey, if you've ever dealt with a Karen in your own life, don't be silent. You never know who's listening or recording.